Hey guys, it's Harv, good to see you. In this video I'll show you how to set a custom white balance in Sony cameras, and I'll show you why you probably should be using custom white balances. Let's do it. Before we do, it would mean a lot to me if you could show the channel some love by hitting the notification bell by your subscribe button. This isn't sponsored content, so that kind of thing really helps the channel out, and I appreciate it. Thank you kindly. So why should you do a custom white balance? Well, because telling your camera what to base its white balance on is better than letting it make that decision for you, because you're way smarter than your camera. So let's use this video as an example. Even though I've got the curtains closed behind me, changes in the light outside could prompt the camera to alter its white balance, which is probably fine if you're shooting just one long clip. But if you're cutting a video together, you could notice some changes in colour. Alright, you caught me. I may have made those last changes in editing, but you get the point. So a custom white balance is more accurate than an auto white balance. Plus you can correct for tint, which if you're worried about that sort of green tint that sometimes you can find with Sony cameras, less often these days, but if you're worried about that, you can correct for that as well. You can use a grey card, which will work brilliantly. If you don't have one of these, even a sheet of paper will do. I will say you'll probably get better skin tones using the grey card because that's what it's designed for. Using a white source will probably give you a slightly cooler look, but the choice is up to you. Let me show you how it's done on the A7S III. So in your white balance menu, which I've got assigned to custom button 2, we can scroll all the way down to custom 1, click right where it says set, and then hit the center button to start our custom white balance. In this case, I'm using the grey card and I'm lining up so it's covering that square that you can see. It doesn't matter that the card's not in focus, but what does matter is that the grey itself doesn't look too bright on screen. This can affect the result of your white balance. Once you're ready, hit the center button and that will do it. I captured white balances for the grey card and with the white piece of paper, and you can see the difference. The grey card obviously gives us more flattering skin tones, slightly warmer, slightly more magenta. The white sheet definitely looks a little bit cooler. One really handy thing that Sony cameras have is 3 custom white balance banks, so you can have 3 white balance captures. I've got 2 set up, one for when I'm here on the sofa, and the other one for when I'm sat at my desk, because I've got slightly different lighting set up. Just to briefly touch on auto white balance, I'm not saying it's bad, it's just another tool that there's a time and a place where it really makes sense. I'd say it can work really well if you're shooting outdoors, say you're doing landscapes, and particularly if you don't have a subject. Auto white balance is also great for run and gun videography, where you just don't have time to worry about all the fiddly jobs that need doing. You just have to focus on capturing the moment. It's also really useful for when your camera's on a gimbal, where you don't want to be messing around with the camera too much once it's balanced. Plus, you can't really adjust mid-shot, so it tends to be really good for things like real estate videography. So after all that, here are my encapsulated white balance tips. Let's do it. Don't let your camera auto white balance if you can help it. Do use auto white balance if you're doing run and gun video and just need to worry about getting the shot. Use a grey card to prioritize skin tone accuracy, or you can use a white piece of paper if you don't have a grey card. Bear in mind, it might give you a slightly cooler looking white balance. If you regularly shoot video in the same location and in the same conditions, like shooting YouTube videos, you can make use of the 3 presets. Super handy. So there you go, I hope this helped. I'm in the comment section as much as possible. Let's have a chat down there. And until next time, let's help each other out and shoot better video. See you guys.